Hey everyone, Brian Jackson here, and I have a very serious announcement to make. Now I know you guys seen the latest video that Joxic made about my behavior, my lack of not taking criticism, and the mistakes that I made in 2019, and the dispute that I had with Skylar. Now I know y'all must be thinking, how could he? How could he do such a thing? I thought he changed. Brian Jackson lied to us. I thought he changed. Apparently he didn't. He never changed. I made a mistake giving him a second chance. I trusted him and he lied to our faces. Once again. He's still the same from 2019. Well, I've come here to explain and correct some errors during the video that I just saw. Yes, I made those mistakes back in 2019. And I regret my argument with Skylar. And I know my animation style is shitty, and I admit that. And I admit I tend to get a bit overreactive when someone calls me out or even rant about me. And I know sorry it's not going to cut it, and I cannot apologize strongly enough for it. I admit all the horrible mistakes that I did. And I've been regretting them ever since 2019. I've regretted 2 years ago, and I still regret them on this very day. I know what y'all be thinking. I've become a disruptive influence in the community. Well, to tell you the truth is, I don't blame y'all. I really don't. Maybe I have become a disruptive influence. I admit my flaws, my tendency to rush, taking jokes, pranks, and roasts too personally, ignoring my friends' warnings and concerns, my anger, my emotions controlling me, not taking criticism, making threats, feeding the trolls, fueling the fire, etc. There were times that I tend to get angry and lashing out at people, and I admit, I got anger issues, but I am struggling to control my emotions. It's not easy. And I apologize for causing y'all so much pain. And I am terribly sorry for all this drama that's been happening recently. I did say I will stay out of the drama, but no matter what happens, drama can't seem to let me go. It's like a cancer, eating you up from the inside, and it never stops. And that pain inside you always comes back to bite you. And that is exactly what I'm feeling right now. Now I know I said this many times, and I'll say it again. 2019 was not a very good year for me. You have no idea the pain, the hell, and the suffering that I've been through. During the last 2 years, I've been living with guilt and regret. During those times, I have been suffering from post-traumatic stress and was suffocating. The painful memories keep eating me alive. I'm barely eating. I'm not getting enough rest. I was suffering every day because of those painful memories. My actions, my mistakes, my guilt. I've been living with regret every day ever since I got called out and get downfall by people. I was living through hell back then. And it was unpleasant. It was horrifying. It's not good. Every day, you're waking up feeling depressed. You're suffering through depression. All this serious pressure weighing on your very conscience. And that is what I'm feeling right now. Every day I'm having panic attacks. My mind is not in the right place. Every day I'm getting yelled at, getting notifications by people, accusing me that I never changed. No matter how many times I tell everyone, they just don't seem to care. They don't care of what I've been through. And that's a shame. I'm being called out for the mistakes that I did, honest mistakes that I made 2 years ago. So let me explain this to everyone. I'm not the same person that I was 2 years ago. My actions in the past were in the past. I've done many things that I'm not proud of, and I'm still not proud of it. And I don't deserve to relive those painful memories that occurred. It was 2 years ago in the past that I did those things. But that's not me. Not anymore. And I made it clear to y'all in the previous video. I don't deserve to relive this kind of hell. I really don't. And now everyone is slowly turning against me and accusing me. And that's not a good thing. For the past couple of months, I have never once acted out. Not once. And I've always been on my good behavior. And I did reconcile with Skylar. I really did. Yes, I had several up and downs, but they were not as bad as 2019 was. And there were times I can be defensive and overly dramatic. And I regret my petty reactions. But I am doing my best. Like I said, I'm not the person that I used to be. I have gone through some changes, and my friends have been helping me improve on my behavior and my emotions. And I am a different person, whether you choose to believe it or not, but it's the truth, and that's a fact. I am a changed person, and I'm slowly working on myself. I still am, and I'm still struggling with my flaws. I got my brothers and my friends to help me with that. Whether you choose to believe it or not, I have changed. Like I said before, I don't do those stuff anymore. And what I did was 2 years ago. It's old news, old drama. I regret making those mistakes every day of my life. And I'm not asking for your forgiveness. That's not why I'm here. I'm here because I want you all to understand of what I'm going through and understand my pain. Do you think I like being miserable every day? No, of course not. And I simply don't want to get involved in drama every day. It's not good. It's not healthy either. I don't need all this negative energy on my conscience. And I seriously been through enough already. And the last thing that I need you guys is to give me grief. I don't need to be tormented of the things that I did back in 2019. This has got to stop. Those who still have hate for me are continuing to live in the past just to give me grief. I don't need that. And I'm not excusing it either. I'm not a perfect human being. I'm not. And I've made lots of mistakes. But isn't that part of being human? We all make mistakes. Everyone else does. Nobody's perfect. I don't understand. Why bring up the past? As a matter of fact, why continue living in the past? Do y'all really hate me that much? Think about it. During the past 2 years, I have been through so many therapy sessions, and they've been helping me to move on for what happened. It wasn't easy, but I struggled to move on, and I have been doing that successfully. I have moved on for what happened back in 2019. But ever since Joxic posted that video a couple of days back, I'm not feeling like myself again. And I'm going to tell you something. It took me almost 2 years to get over those horrible events. It took me a long time to move on. And now, I'm going to have trouble moving on from it again. Everything was going so well. So good. I was doing okay. But the problem is, I'm not doing so good. Every day, I'm barely sleeping. I'm barely eating. I'm having panic attacks. I'm under a lot of stress right now. Every day, I'm getting notifications from people. And they're not the good kind. People are starting to lose trust in me, thinking that I'm still doing those terrible acts, which I don't do anymore. Like I said before, it took me a long time to move on. And I'm not sure if I'm going to move on for what just happened. I really don't know. Because of this, I'm gonna have a hard time animating my upcoming videos. And I know it's gonna interfere with my business and my ability to stay focused. Look, I'm sorry if my improvements are not good enough for y'all. I am struggling to improve on myself. And that's what I'm doing, but you guys are not making it easy for me. If I'm gonna change successfully, then you guys need to give me some space and give me a chance to try without you guys looming over my shoulder because it's making me uncomfortable. I don't like people looking over my shoulder like that. It's not cool. And living in the past is not cool either. I want to move on from that. So, am I angry? No, I'm not. Am I disappointed? Yes, I am. Am I hurt? Yes, I'm also hurt. And I'm certainly not lashing out. Just to let y'all know, I'm not lashing out. I've worked too hard to get where I am today. And I'm not going to let my past actions and mistakes bring me down again. Not going to happen. But there's an old saying, we learn from our mistakes. And we try to move on from those. So that way, it won't happen again. And quite frankly, I don't really care what other people say about me. You can choose to believe them or not. But I know that there are others that still care about me. And they want me to succeed. And I know in my heart that I will not let them down again. Because I have friends that will help me succeed. And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. And I thank them every day. And I do want to succeed. And like I said before, I don't care what the others think of me. Believe me or don't believe me, I am a different person. And I will do my hardest of the best of my abilities. And I don't care if they forgive me or not. But if you do, then I appreciate that. Even though I'm not asking for forgiveness. I just want y'all to understand of what I'm going through right now and how I feel. And I will do my hardest to work on my flaws. As I said again, I'll be more patient. I'll learn to control my anger and my emotions. And if there's criticism involved, I will take it. And I will not fuel the fire and feed the trolls. But seriously, it's time to put the past behind us and move forward. And that's what I want to do. I want to move forward, not looking back. And I want to move on from my painful memories. It's going to take me another long time to get over them, but I'll manage. There's no need to bring out old drama. As I said before, we all make mistakes and we learn from them. And that's what I'm doing. Believe me or don't believe me, I have changed. And as I said again, I have not done anything wrong for the past couple of months. And I want to continue good for the Splatoon community. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. My animation skills are not perfect. And I'm not trying to be perfect. And that's fine. It's okay. I understand if you don't like my videos. It's totally understandable. Some people like it, some don't. But sadly, I can't give everyone what they want. Just is going to have to deal with it and move on. If I'm going to make decent videos in the future, then I need to get a bigger, better, and stronger computer that will allow me to do decent animations. And my current computer is not strong enough to handle that animation equipment. Until I get a better computer, I'm stuck doing PowerPoint videos. I'm sorry. But that is something you guys are going to have to deal with. Call it trash videos or shitty videos, I don't care. I don't make videos just because I want to improve on my animations. I want to make videos because I want to tell the story. The story is all that matters. And I love telling stories. And it's my passion. When I was growing up, I loved to tell stories. The stories is all that matters to me. That's why I wanted to make videos. Even though my animation is not perfect, I still love to tell amazing stories. And I want to continue fulfilling that dream. And if y'all don't like what I'm doing, then that's fine. That's your business. But all I'm saying is this. stop living in the past and move on. And old drama shouldn't be relived. And I don't care how many people intimidate me about this, I will not be intimidated. Those that they do, I will ignore them and I will block them. But I will not give in to my anger or my emotions. Because I don't have time for people giving me grief. Those people that have grudges against me, I feel sorry for them. I'm sorry that they haven't moved on from my past actions and mistakes. And that's just sad. And it's a fact, not an insult. And I'm simply not playing the victim here, if that's what y'all thinking. I'm not. We can change. We all can. And I'm still doing my hardest to change. Completely. But I know I've reformed. And I know I don't do those things anymore. Because if we don't move on and resolve our differences, then who the hell are we? We be fools. And I'm certainly not one. Not anymore. So trust me or don't trust me. But know this. I will succeed. And I will work on my flaws and my errors. And learning from my mistakes. As y'all will learn from your mistakes. Like every other human being on this earth. So let's stop this nonsense together and move forward. It's time to move forward. I don't want to live in the past anymore. And neither should you. It's time we get out of the drama and start being neutral. Before all this happened. I know I'm better than this. We're all better than this. But if you feel on what I'm feeling right now, then that's good. If not, then that's fine too. Not everyone's going to forgive me. And that's fine. As I said before, I'm not seeking forgiveness. I just want you all to understand and listen on what I have to say. And no, everything I told you was not lies and bullshit. So don't get any ideas. I don't have the energy for it. There's an old saying, actions speak louder than words. And it looks like I'm going to have to prove myself. So please, give me some space and give me a chance to improve myself to you. That's all I ask. And I will not let this Brian Jackson drama stop me from succeeding. I will succeed, even if it takes a very long time. And quite frankly, it's going to be a while. But I will do my best. Thank you everyone for watching my video and support. I wouldn't have done it and been here if it wasn't for the love and support of my dear friends. You guys are amazing. And I hope my video speech will help you understand of the pain and suffering that I went through. Hit the like button if you already like this, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. This is Brian Jackson II, signing out.